Welcome back, guys, to episode 5 of my Middlesbrough career mode, and today we are starting off our episode with a game against Reading. And the last episode, it just wasn't the best. After just seeing us play against QPR like that, it just definitely disappointed me. And so hopefully in this episode we are able to play better. But we will see how we do. But before we get started, we're just going to take a look here at the league standings. And as you guys can see, we are doing quite well, and we are at the top. But here we are playing at the bottom. There is Bolton, Huddersfield, and Rotherham. Bolton kind of, just surprises me because I thought Bolton was a bit of a better team. But, just seeing them in the bottom does kind of, surprise me. But as you guys can see, Reading is second in the tables, and as we are playing them today, it should be a great competition. And here you guys can take a look. Vardy is at top of the Golden Boot race with 10 goals already, and Jamie Vardy, just didn't. He's had quite a couple of games lately. He's just so in form right now. But we'll see how he does in this episode. So first, we're gonna start off the game against Reading. As you guys can see, they seem quite good, and they have Peter Crouch, the 7-foot tall man, and the former Stoke player, I believe, and he's definitely gonna be a big threat to us, and so we definitely have to try to watch out for him. And Al Habzi is a very good goalkeeper as well, so it might be very hard to beat him. And Pizone on the left side should be a very dangerous player as well. And as you guys can see here, for this game, we're going to start our best possible players with Jamie Vardy up top and just everyone else that usually plays for us. And so here, we just get the game started off. And definitely, I knew coming into this game that it was going to be very competitive, and it definitely started that way. Already in the 23rd minute here, Quinn with the ball. Quinn kind of loses it here, but then our defender kind of falls, and then Peter Crouch, of course, is there in the middle for the cross. And Peter Crouch, it's just impossible to stop him. Even, over here, I believe it was Williams. Williams, quite a tall player as well, just couldn't keep out Peter Crouch's header. Peter Crouch is just too tall, and he's just a wonderful header of the ball. And as you guys can see, it just went to the top corner, and there was just no chance for Agazi. But here Obita passes the ball on to Peter Crouch. Peter Crouch kind of loses it here, and then we try to pass it to Vardy, but then Vardy gets fouled. So we had a free kick near the half of the field, but here Zuccolini crosses it in, and Ayala is right there for the header and ties up the game just 10 minutes after Peter Crouch's goal. And it was just nice to see us back on level terms quite early, and so it kind of gave us a chance to come back and maybe even win the game here. You guys can see just one more look at it. Ayala just glances it into the top corner, where Al Habzi just definitely wasn't expecting it to be. But Al Habzi's reactions were a little too late, and fortunately for us, we were able to put it back on level terms. But here, Mix Discarud passes it on to Traore. Traore gets past one player, and then unselfishly gives it to Jamie Vardy, who cuts it back and just finesses it into the bottom right corner, and it gives us the lead. And that was just, I think, 4 minutes right after Ayala's goal, and so it was good to see us go in front just so quickly. And it was just a great momentum boost for us going into halftime. And as you guys can just take another look at this, Traore just definitely could have taken it by himself, but was very unselfish and very smart to give it to Jamie Vardy, who could just finish it into the bottom right corner and give us the lead at 2-1. And it also just added on to his Golden Boot race. And so he is now standing at 11 goals, I believe. And but then right before halftime here, Peter Crouch gets the ball, and Williams fouls him in the box, and it was very unnecessary. I don't think it was much of a shove either, but Peter Crouch definitely sells it quite well and draws the penalty for himself. And once again, Williams falls victim to Peter Crouch, and here Peter Crouch goes to take the penalty kick. Agazi doing his best to try to keep the ball out, but here Agazi does very, very well to block Peter Crouch's penalty kick. And so I definitely thought that we were in the clear here right after that penalty kick, but of course after it the ball did go out for a corner, and Agazi did very, very well to save it. But unfortunately for us right here, as you guys will see, we were unable to clear the header, and yeah, McShane just kind of looped it over Agazi right before halftime. And unfortunately for us, they did put it. They did come to level terms with us, and as you guys can take another look right here, Agazi definitely gives it his all. He tries to punch it out, kind of misses the punch here, but then just couldn't keep out that looping header of McShane's. As you guys can take another look. Agazi never was really that close, even though on the side, when you see it from like the side angle, it seems like he was definitely close to it. But then, as you guys can see there, he wasn't really close. But as you guys can take a look, that's just really how the game finished. It was really nothing much to see, but Reading did definitely dominate the game with the possession and the shots on target, and I believe they deserved to win. But fortunately for us, we were able to pull out. We were able to come out with a 2-2 draw and just at least salvage 1 point from the game. So it wasn't too bad for us. And in the next game, we did end up playing MK Dons. And MK Dons, as you guys saw in the beginning of the episode, they were at the bottom of the table. And so I didn't really think that there was, a need to play them. And so I ended up simulating the game. And as you guys can take a look here, it kind of scared me a little bit when we didn't score in the first half, but fortunately for us in the second half, Downing was able to score in the 54th minute, and he gave us the 1-0 lead, and that is how the game did finish, and we were able to come out with 3 points. And in the next game, again, we did end up playing Leeds, who was towards the bottom half of the table, and so I didn't really bother playing this game either, and so I did end up simulating this game. And here, once again, they kind of scared me here, not scoring in like the first couple 40 minutes or so. But luckily, Adoma did pull through, get a goal for us. And as you guys can see, Taylor for Leeds United ended up getting an injury, and it was just unfortunate for them. It's never good to see an injury from any team, but fortunately for us, Jones does end up scoring in the 89th minute to seal the game for us. And we ended up winning that game 2-0. And for our second game, we did end up playing Sheffield United in the Capital One Cup. We were at home, and I definitely was feeling very, very confident about this game. I didn't expect much from Sheffield United, so I did end up, starting. I believe I ended up starting George Friend, who was, just kind of complaining that he wasn't getting much playing time, so I substituted George Friend, and he's a left back, as you guys. Oh, actually, no, never mind, wrong game. Anyway, so, but yeah, we did end up playing Odegaard and Julian Green, so it was just a different game, but I did end up putting in a couple of subs, and yeah, we did end up putting in Julian Green and Martin Odegaard, and I definitely did expect a lot from them because they're just such young, talented players, and I definitely expected one of them to score, but as you guys can see in this game, it just, this game definitely wasn't the best, and it was very disappointing for us. But here, straight off kickoff, it's just still really hard to commentate over this game. Anyway, here, so Hammond gets the ball to Sharp, and Sharp ends up crossing it in here, but then freaking Jones tries to clear the ball, and it was just an absolute terrible clearance, gives it straight to the other team, and and Sheffield United ends up going up 1-0 right before halftime, and I almost just broke my controller right here, and it was just so bad to see, especially Jermaine Jones, a player I respect, and a very talented player, a very mature, and he's a veteran, but he made a rookie's mistake right there, and here, to seal the game off for them, Sheffield United scores a goal here in the 84th minute, and it was just so sad for us to see us get eliminated from the Capital One Cup so early. As you guys can see here, he kind of slips during his shot, but he was still able to put it in, and it was just nicely placed. As you guys can take another look, he kind of slipped right there, but somehow, some way, he still got the ball into the net and just sealed the game for them. And it was very disappointing to see us get knocked out so early. I had very high hopes in the Capital One Cup, but as you guys know, the main point in this series is just to get promoted this year. And so here Jermaine Jones does get fouled, and they do end up getting a yellow card. I mean, there wasn't much to do here, but we do still try to cross it in. But Traore, it was just an absolute horrendous cross, and that's just really how the game ended. We did have we had 4 of 4 shots on target, and they had 3 of 3. But and the possession wasn't that bad, but they made more of their chances, and it was just mostly just off our mistakes. And I was very, very disappointed with our performance. And I mean, once again, I almost just broke my control of this game, and it definitely wasn't the best. But there was some good things to take from this game, and just just into the next game. So next game was a league game against Burnley. I definitely didn't want to end the episode off with a loss, and so I was really, really hoping to be able to beat Burnley here. And let me tell you, it was very, very close. Nothing really happened, but it was still a very close fought battle. It was mostly just in the midfield, and so there wasn't much shooting going on, but there was a big battle. It was just very back and forth in the midfield. It was pretty dirty. It wasn't I guess not dirty in like a bad way, but it was very there wasn't silky smooth like passing. A lot of the passes would get intercepted, or a lot of players would get tackled, and so it wasn't the best game. But as you guys can see in the gameplay, just like nothing really happened, and we'll probably end up cutting straight to the highlight. And so here, just after kickoff, here in the 85th minute, as you guys can see, really nothing happened. Jones kind of passes it off to Nsua here, and Nsua cuts in, and he beats one player, beats another, and then beats another. No one really even stepped up to him here, but then Nsua just kind of finishes it into the bottom right corner, and gave us the the lead 1-0. And it was the 87th minute, so there just wasn't much time for Burnley to score. And it just, I mean, after such a horrific loss, and just a sad loss last game, it was definitely good to see us score here and take the lead. And it was definitely a morale booster. And after this goal, you guys will see. After this goal, you guys will see right here, Ward gets the ball, and they go on one final attack before the 90th minute, trying to salvage a point here. And Arfield gets the ball, gets around one player, and I mean, this thing really just scared me right there. But fortunately for us, right here, George Friend was able to clear the ball for us, and we did end up winning 1-0. Not the prettiest of games, but fortunately for us, we did end up winning. And so hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I'm sorry to you guys who hope to see me go quite far in the Capital One Cup, but unfortunately we didn't end up going quite far. But still, we are doing quite well in the league, and Jamie Vardy is doing very well as well. And so hopefully, if you guys did like this episode, please drop a like. And for more of these videos, please subscribe. And just give me some feedback in the comment section below, and that'd just be wonderful. So just have a great day, guys, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.